Hey, I'm here. I'm back with another video. So I just wanted to talk about some really brief stuff real fast. So, alright, let's start off with the whole Teddy Riley and BabyFace situation. Child, I'm not gonna lie. I woke up this morning as mad as I was last night. I was pissed. Do you hear me? I was so fucking mad that this shit did not happen the way that it was supposed to happen. Like, I literally at 8:30, because I took my dog to the park, came back to the house around 8:30. Get back to the crib, and me and my dude was about to watch The Office, but I told him, I said, no, because I want to watch something on IG, so just go ahead and play the game. I let this man play the game, and I had to let him play the game after this shit didn't work. So thank you so much for succumbing me to fucking Apex and fucking Minecraft all motherfucking night, because I told this nigga he could play while I was watching y'all. I was so mad. Let me tell you something. What Swiss said at the end of the day on his live with Tim is fact. It was a case of DTM, doing too much. Shoulda kept it simple. I didn't know. Okay, so I had heard that one of the problems that was going on before this even started was the fact that it was possibly that they wanted to move it to somewhere else and that they wanted to charge money, but I didn't even see anywhere where like that was like official. But after this was all over, I see massive people saying that, like, well, first of all, Teddy Riley was trying to get this on his website, and there's a couple videos going around of people like recording, like, you know, when he was streaming from his website versus him streaming while he was on Instagram. Now, from his website, you could see the full production. And it's like, my God, Teddy, like, my thing is, number one, has Teddy never seen any of these verses? And I can understand if he didn't originally, but my whole thing is, if somebody's asking me to be a part of something, I would definitely at least go and look into what it is. So if you would have went back and watched everybody else's, you would have seen that nobody else had all of this extra stuff. I would say the only person who had a little bit of quote-unquote extra stuff was Little John. But the thing about it is that, this is the thing. First of all, Little John was not sitting up there mixing and mastering while he was playing during the battle. That's number one. Number two, the night before they went, like the night, like maybe like a week before Little John and T-Pain did their little thing, Lil Jon was on live and he was like, you know, he was doing his own set. But the thing is, the sound was clear. I don't know what the fuck was going on your side, Teddy. I wouldn't even had a problem. I think nobody would have had a problem with the whole production if it sounded right. But the thing is, you had too much going on. You should have picked one thing. Even like Scott Storch, when Scott Storch did his battle with Manny, he was sitting at like a piano or whatever, and so some of the, you know, throughout the battle he was playing some of the songs, but that's the thing, all he had is a piano. So if you would have had simply maybe just your piano and that's it, then maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. But you had all of this other shit. You had backup dancers, you had a hype man who was annoying as fuck and is gonna be a meme for the rest of the damn year. It was just too much. Now, I'm not gonna lie, originally I did think that it was Babyface's fault, because before Babyface had came in, the sound was fine. Like, the sound was perfectly fine before Babyface came in. So when Babyface came in, I personally thought that it was the fact that I thought it was maybe either at the sound that Babyface had it on or how he was listening to it, but he had it in headphones. Now, it would make sense if Babyface didn't have it in headphones and he was playing Teddy stuff through the speakers, then I could see that, like, you know, doing a reverb and coming back. But nah, it was all on his side. And what was so confusing is that everybody was in the comments for the first 3 fucking songs telling him, Teddy, your shit's not right. And I don't understand how he had 20,000 people there, but nobody was looking at the comments. This is the whole thing, Teddy. I'm gonna tell you how you should have did it, okay? If you was gonna have that whole thing, you should have had at least 2 fucking people outside of the room, somewhere down the hall, somewhere else. Because a lot of times, you know, when you're like, if you look at somebody else's like live or something and you're in the same room with them, even if you FaceTime, hell, even if you talk to somebody on the phone and they're in the same room, a lot of times the connection is really weird. So you should have told 2 people, get two people, send them down the hallway, okay? And they should have been looking at the live from there to be able to correct what the fuck was going on. That was a mess. It was a hot ass fucking mess. And no shade, but off top, Teddy technically kind of won like the first 2 to 3 rounds. Now, I don't remember if Teddy even got to play his 3rd song. But here's the thing. The battle would have been dope because, you know, he played, Babyface played Don't Be Cruel. But Teddy made my prerogative. In my opinion, my prerogative is is one of Bobby's best songs. So to me, my prerogative would have knocked that shit smooth out, even though I know people was going in on Teddy saying he would have lost. But the reason why people were so excited is because y'all both have hits. And it was just so frustrating. I don't understand. More than anything, there should have been somebody younger. Because I looked around that room and stuff. There was nobody. It didn't look like nobody under the age of 20, under the age of 30 was in that room. You needed somebody that was younger. Where the fuck was your kids? You needed somebody that was younger, knows how to work IG, either in that room or part of your team to help you. Babyface kept it simple. Like we said, keep it the fuck simple. Damn, Teddy, you fucked it up. But I do hope, what I want to say is, I hope that the backlash from this does not discourage him from wanting to do it. And I hope the kids that he do have is telling him, look, Dad, listen. You're going to get these jokes. You're going to get these jokes for the next couple of days. Or you're probably going to get these jokes until, you know, you do it again. But it's just jokes. That's the thing. I know, like, a lot of people, especially celebrities, they tend to be a little bit sensitive. And especially a celebrity who may be a little bit older and is not really into the social media thing like that, they might not, like, really get it. My God, it's jokes. You're still a legend. You're still iconic in your own right. But we got to get these jokes off. And you got to get dragged because that shit was wrong. So yeah, that's that. I was really pissed off because I really was going to come on here and do a video afterwards and score my damn self. So I'm pretty pissed. All right. Then let's move on to Emmanuel Hudson versus Spoken Reasons. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because this is OG YouTube, like, quote unquote beef. Not to say that they've had beef for a long time, but I'm saying this is OG YouTube. This is like 2011, 12, 13 YouTube type shit, like 7, 8, almost damn near 10 years ago. Okay, so if all of y'all remember now, back maybe like 2010, 11, and 12, I say for YouTube is when YouTube started to pick up as far as like original content, like content creators. 2010, 11, 12, bitch, those was the fucking heydays of YouTube. Oh my gosh, it was so fucking good. So as y'all know, well, if y'all don't know, Spoken Reasons was, you know, a big guy in his own right, and then you had Emmanuel Hudson and Philip Hudson. Where the fuck is my boo Philip? Where's Philip? We want to talk about Philip, but where the fuck is Philip? Okay, so yeah, so me personally, before I heard of Emmanuel, I did know of Spoken Reasons because y'all can't lie. Right now, of course, most people, especially, I'm pretty sure a lot of younger people don't know who Spoken Reasons is, but Spoken Reasons was one of the first people off of YouTube who like really made it super big, like especially like as a black YouTuber who made it real big to the point where he was in a fucking movie with Sandra Bullock and what is it, Jenny, whatever the other fucking girl is, McCarthy, whatever her name is, like he was in the Heat. So this is the whole thing. So pretty much they go on Nick Cannon wilding out, and apparently Emmanuel had to get some shit off his chest, and in his rap he pretty much said that he felt like the way that Spoken handled the money when it came to asking all these questions, which, here's the thing, if you don't know that video, then to be quite honest, there's really even no point of you listening to this segment, because a lot of this, if you don't know who these people are, or if you didn't watch their videos, you're not going to really understand, like, what it is that I'm talking about. But we all know, asking all them questions, making statements, assuming, like, we all know that. So he pretty much was saying in his little verse, you know, that Spoken Reasons was pretty much being funny style about the money and stuff like that. So I listened to the whole verse and I'm like, well, okay, well, he had some energy there. He had some energy. And then I just seen, shout out to Giving You the Real Tea, he put up the little video, the live of Spoken Reasons pretty much going off and saying how, you know, he doesn't understand what the issue is, that they have talked about this. I'm not gonna lie. I heard Emmanuel, but I'm gonna be honest. I personally don't understand what Emmanuel's problem is. This is the thing. Now, I don't understand the money part, but this is how I feel about it. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. Okay. Prior to Emmanuel doing the video with Spoken Reasons, he had a little bit of following, but it wasn't super big. It didn't really shoot up until he did that video with Spoken. Now, here's the thing. To a degree, I can kind of understand why Emmanuel is a little bit mad at Spoken, because if you guys was to ever go on Emmanuel and Philip Hudson's page, they had already did that spoof. Like, asking all them questions was already a thing. Like, it was already a thing that him and his brother had did on his page a while back. It just so happened that, I don't know, I guess maybe they just figured, like, come on minds, and it'll be better. Because if you guys actually go back and watch that video, Spoken didn't talk the whole thing. Like, he didn't do anything the whole thing. He talked in the very beginning, and then when he said, oh, here come my cousin Emmanuel, and he came up with the pizza, after that, he didn't say anything else. He was just in the car with him. So to a degree, I can kind of understand why Emmanuel might feel like, oh, well, you took a lot of that money, and you really didn't even do anything. Like, I'm the one who made everything up. That's true, but what Spoken said is true. He did kind of sort of put you on. Not to say that he didn't have a base, but after he did that video with Spoken, he did shoot the fuck up. And I'm not going to lie, after he did that video, that's when I went and I looked into him. But the only reason for real, I can only say why I don't understand today in 2020 why Emmanuel is so upset is because in the long run, he panned out better than Spoken Reasons did. In the long run, he panned out way better. And I don't know about money and shit like that, but if I'm going on straight visibility, Emmanuel Hudson has panned out way better in the long run than Spoken ever did. Outside of the asking all them questions, that's the thing. It would be understandable if that was the one thing that you had, but you had massive shit. You had she ratchet after that, which was its own whole thing on its own. Then you did Asking All Them Questions Part 2, which was with you and your brother, which was even as big. Like, all of the songs that you did and everything that you did after that was as big or bigger than that. She Ratchet was, to me, probably bigger than Asking All the Questions. Like, it was fucking huge. Like, if y'all wasn't like a teenager or a young person like in college or wasn't paying attention around that time, that shit was OMG. What does she have on? She Ratchet. Her lace front is all wrong. Ooh, she Ratchet. It was a big deal. So I don't really get that. If anybody who I feel like should probably feel a little bit slighted is maybe Philip, because I don't see Philip anywhere, not compared to his brother. And I don't know how it worked as far as the ideas are concerned, but Philip definitely contributed as far as the videos that Emmanuel made being funny. He did. He contributed all the way across the board. So I'm saying all that to say is that I think that you should just let it go, Emmanuel, because like I said, this is how I look at it. If you really felt like he played you or he did something shady, guess what? Karma came back for his ass anyway, because look at you versus looking at him. Spoken Reasons, the biggest thing, notable thing that he did since being off of YouTube is being in that movie, The Heat, with Sandra Bullock and whatever the other woman name is. But that was like in 2012, 2013, 2014. I have not seen Spoken Reasons in any other movie since then. His YouTube ain't banging the way that it used to. You, on the other hand, Emmanuel, you was able to take that shit and you know, like, extend it. So you was able to do, like I said, more than just asking all them questions. You was able to do more videos after that. Not only that, but you ended up on Wildin' Out, and you've been on Wildin' Out pretty much since you've popped. You've been on Wildin' Out. That's a consistent fucking check right there. So in Spoken, I'm not trying to be funny, after he like kind of quote unquote, I guess people say, went Hollywood, he stopped doing YouTube for real. So he came back to YouTube years later, but it's not the same. So the way I look at it is that you need to be counting your blessings, Emmanuel. You got what it is that you got. And I do agree to a degree what Spoken said, which is that you had the same thing on your page. It just wasn't underneath me, but you had it on your page. You can't make it seem like you can't. What I'm saying is that, Emmanuel, you have to pretty much give credit where credit's due. You can't try to make it seem like Spoke didn't deserve anything off of your video, because he did, in my opinion. That video, him putting that video, and like he said, he even changed like the beat and stuff around it. There was certain things that was changed, and I don't even want to say changed. It was literally elevated. The song that you did with your brother, it was cute and it was still funny, but when you did it with Spoke, it elevated it and it put you on a bigger platform. So I'm sorry, yes, it's on his platform. He should get some of the ad dollars since now. I'm not saying that. I don't know how to split win. I don't know if he took everything. I don't think he should have took everything from that, but he should have took something. He should have took probably half of it for sure, because he did kind of sort of quote unquote, he didn't put you on, but he helped elevate your status. He did. And those is just facts of the matter. And I know this for a fact because I was well alive and well and ready. I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 when all of this shit was going on. So all I gotta say is, Emmanuel, in my opinion, let it the fuck go. You are where you are. You're doing good. Ain't no reason to still be mad at this man. I've never wondered why you guys didn't do a video together, because I never really seen the point of you guys doing a video together. Y'all both do comedy, but it's different. Like, the comedy that you guys do is different. So yeah, that's just that on that. I don't really know what else to talk about. That's all I'm gonna talk about. I'm out, y'all. Bye.